Oh man, you know what? I made my coffee. I just didn't pour it. Gotta have coffee in hand if you want to talk about some engineering stuff. So, if you're an engineer, or if you work at any plant, you can work at administration for the plant, you can know any system that supplies electricity on the fucking planet so that, you know, mankind can fucking watch, TV or watch something or, you know, build anything. The industrial fucking revolution, the, computer age. You have power so you can have fucking everything if you don't live in a tent or on the street. Well, I'm pretty sure everyone has fucking cell phones. But if you know anything about that stuff, so that's one part. That's the first minute. And the second part is if you believe that God exists and everything around us is created, light, atoms, structure of basic elements, energy, you look into physics, why does anything exist? It could come from nothing. Energy and negative energy cancels out. Why is anything here? If you believe that all came from God, what would God be? Well, you could call him one specific phrase, but you could say that he's a master physicist, he's a master mathematician, he's a master, artisan, he's a master composer, he's a master trade skiller, he's a master engineer. He's a master engineer. So that's the second minute. Okay, now back to the first minute. If you know anything about any electrical fucking distribution or generation system ever fucking created, what does it have? Well, it has a backup. Or it has systems within that generation facility that if something fails there, like if something fails with a pipeline or a tank or a pressurized system or a nuclear reactor itself, there's backups. There's emergency backups to ensure. Okay, so if God's a master engineer and he created fucking everything, would it make sense if all the people on this entire earth, first of all, the whole story, but we all came from Adam and Eve, is fucking craziness. Would it make sense that everyone on the earth, because God created many people at the same time, would it make sense if everyone on the earth was supposed to have the same beliefs, and everyone on the planet has looked up in the sky and thought there was something out there, or they have had a direct they've had a direct experience in that culture with God before some asshole on the planet decided to kill somebody else. And that probably started from the story of Cain and Abel. We definitely did not start from the story of Adam and Eve. So that would make sense, of course. Of course, Cain's gonna kill Abel, and then he's gonna write a book about how his two parents are the most important, and that's why he could do it, because his two parents were the only ones, right? Well, you create all these people at once. Are you gonna fucking allow every civilization across the world to fall under the tyranny of some? I mean, he ain't gonna fucking have his only son, and his only son comes down here to die like an absolute bitch in the worst fucking way possible on a cross. This is a crossroads. No, that was a lifetime of his. He had down here, and the Roman Empire, after the Pharisees relocated to Rome to gain more power, he came birthed down here to set the Jewish nation free, and after a while, They decided to send their army in here and fucking kill him and kill everybody, and one generation later push out these books. Well, it might be easy for a woman to clutch onto that story. Man, a man died for your fucking sins and all the things wrapped around like that. No. No, he's gonna have a backup plan. What was the backup plan? The backup plan is the Orient. These guys are gonna have values, beliefs, and everything dating back to any type of spirituality that has nothing to do with a creator. It's all based off of like morals and ethics and how you should live your life, how you should treat people, how you should work hard, and by doing that there will be some reward to that. I mean, this is backup. He's a master engineer, created people. He's gonna have a backup. He's gonna set something apart from himself and everyone else he created that can't be influenced by anyone else's belief in a creator. Like, I've seen some churches in China, people talking about, whatever, and every single one of these people I talk to, I tell them straight how I feel about all that shit, how it's complete bullshit. I tell them straight up. Old Testament, central theme is animal sacrifice, give us free food. New Testament, central theme is human sacrifice. Just let it get to the point in your society where none of the men are listened to anymore. So, if you don't want to listen to the guys that work hard and fucking build all your shit and built your own house that you're living in and designed your cell phones, and men pretty much 95% of all fucking technology and building it and stuff, the people actually putting it together with their hands are men. I have some women that get interested in doing that things. I mean, they even get interested in very non-traditional stuff like welding. Like I remember when I worked on a submarine. She was a civilian, but when the submarine pulled in port, I remember a specific woman that would almost always be down there doing welding stuff. So they get into hardcore, like wear masks, like you're fully fucking covered so you don't get burnt. You got a guy standing there with a fire extinguisher ready to go if anything goes wrong. That type of stuff. I remember a specific woman that was doing that on our submarine. So there's some females in those jobs, but few and far between. All you need to so again, I've written about this extensively on my Facebook. They fucked up back 100 years ago when they caused the problem. Well, they fucked up a couple times. The stuff between Tibet and China, that was a huge fiasco. Everything they wrote about with the history and everything, getting the Dalai Lama to relocate, that was absolutely complete craziness. Anyways, well, they fucked that all up. But where they really fucked up was between Japan and China, where they instigated problems between Japan and China around the turn of the century because they wanted to find a way, into the Orient somehow. They were looking for the Northwest Passage for a long goddamn time from Canada over to the Orient. The Great Wall of China was built to keep out who? The Mongols? I mean, yeah, Mongolia's right there. But when you have all the gold in the fucking world and you have the Roman Empire at your fucking disposal, and you can pay off anybody as mercenaries to do whatever you want, yeah, they're probably going to go there straight to Mongolia, find out who's in charge over there, and fucking try to pay all their people to fucking invade China. And then, after a while, at one point in history, the Roman Catholic Church had the Vatican had the largest army in the world. Yeah, it was the leftovers of the Roman Empire crumbling around them as no one fucking had anything to believe in anymore. And any men that did have a chance to flee somewhere else and start a new life, that's exactly what they did. And their empire eventually folded because of what they did in Jerusalem. Killed all those Jews, wrote new fucking books. I mean, they made the entire Roman Empire fold from complete greed and, selfishness. But the reason why is because they were able to keep all those books and the history of what they did in Egypt. They had it stored in Jerusalem, under Jerusalem city, for like 5,000 years or something. After they left Egypt, before they moved to the Roman Empire, whole history of the fucking planet. And they got, you know, they got even more now, just below our feet. Below our feet at the Vatican. Fucking under the earth. Fucking good for them. Way to fucking go. Good fucking job. Golf fucking clap, huh? Golf clap. Fucking, I hope you're fucking proud of yourselves, you idiots. And all you have to do is watch. If you buy the collector's edition of Red Cliff, that movie, and you watch the theatrical trailers at the beginning of the movie, where it's like they're all riding on horseback. It shows like millions of men riding on horseback, like just going around killing everybody across the planet. That's what it was lined up to do, right? The samurais in Japan, they were supposed to be the generals for all the Orient, the best fighters, and around all the rest of the Orient were supposed to become samurais in Japan. And if fucking this Vatican fucking army bullshit spread across to affecting the Orient, we're just gonna ride around the planet and fucking murder everybody with like 3 billion Asians at our disposal to use. That was the backup. So you guys fucked that up over 100 years ago. So that's when he crossed the line. And specifically when he crossed the line, is when he came out with that Japanese suicide art form of all the men in dresses and makeup and fucking killing themselves. That shit? Cross the line.